Topper Nation, hello. Welcome to this year's edition of Inside Toppers Baseball. My name is Rex Lancaster. I'll be your host this season and hopefully many more seasons to come if I do all right, according to Coach Burkle here on my left. And like I said, joining me today, heading into his 10th season, the helm of the baseball program here at West Liberty, Coach Eric Burkle. How you doing?
Not too bad. Getting ready to get out of here in 48 hours and head south. So that's the goal for the week. Get through the next 48 hours.
Oh, good. You happy to hear it? Baseball season's upon us. We'll open up Friday at Union University in Tennessee. You can get all your watch and live stats links at hilltoppersports.com on the baseball schedule page. Coach Burkle, how are things been going? Preseason, tell us a little bit about how things have been going for the baseball program.
It's actually been a pretty good winter. I mean, we've been back in school 4 weeks. We've been at it hard 4 weeks. They're ready to go. They're waiting on today's travel roster to be posted. So there's some nerves going on within the baseball program today, guys that are going to be getting on the bus on Thursday. So overall, it's been pretty good. And now that everybody live streams, we've been able to watch Union. We've watched all 3 of their games. We've been able to put a good little scouting package together. So I think we're ready. We've got a good core group of veterans. We're gonna lead off game 1 with Logan Grimm. So, he's been in the program. This is his 5th year, so it's kind of time to go for him. So
good. Coach, one more thing I want to touch on, talking about preseason. Talk a little bit about the Belmont Savings Bank indoor practice facility and how the dynamic has changed for you guys in a sense of practice. Tell our non-coaches in the world what that has provided. What has that enabled the program to do?
Oh, it's been huge. Couple things. I can now practice on turf with a full infield. We hit live on the field now because we put a large net up. And the fact for recruiting, it's just a wow factor. You take a recruit in there, and as soon as you open the door and they see turf with baseball lines painted on it, they're like, oh, okay. This just adds to the facilities of West Liberty. So it's been a game changer for us. This is our 2nd full season in it where, we're getting more live at bats than we ever had. We have great lighting. It's not Blacknick for all you alumni out there. If you haven't seen it, you need to get up here and see it. But it's been a game changer for us.
Big time game changer, and thank you so much to Belmont Savings Bank for their contributions towards the indoor practice facility. Coach Burkle, going on to my next topic here, Hilltopper baseball program was selected 2nd in the MEC North Division in the preseason coaches poll. Maybe touch on that a little bit, and also tell us some things we might not know about some new faces, impact players, college transfers, any guys that you can kind of plug and play that'll kind of help you out this season.
Oh yeah, I mean the number 2 ranking in the North, that's a preseason poll. We finished there last year, 2nd, so I'm sure that's why we were put there again. It's nice to be recognized by other coaches, thinking that you're good enough to be in the 2 hole, but it doesn't matter. Our season officially starts, with Glenville and Concord when they come here on March 19th, and MEC play, and then once you get into your North, big series for us starts with Notre Dame when the North comes to, or we go to Notre Dame this year. And then for us, those 2 weeks with Frostburg and Fairmont have always been the huge weeks. The Wheeling series for us hasn't meant a lot over the years just because the playoff scenario has already been locked up. So our season technically officially starts, March 19th with Glenville here at home. And then as far as guys that we're plugging in, we lost 1 returning starter, Tyler Bloomquist. He's graduated. He's in our PA school. But we returned all the weekend guys. We added a grad transfer in Justin Studd from Mercyhurst. We have a freshman, Ethan Conley, who we think is going to get a lot of innings on the mound, and he may see some innings in the infield. And we're returning Ty Homke, an all MEC outfielder. Question marks for us there's in years past it's been our offense and our outfield. I think our outfield is solid. Now it's a matter of how do we plug in this infield play. You know, we're still returning Caden Bloomquist and Kane McGee. So we know where some of these guys fit in, but we get 12 games before we get to Glenville to figure out who's going to go where. So hopefully we'll figure that out as a coaching staff on who's going to fit into what position as we go along.
I'm sure you guys will. Nice group of coaches you have on your staff here. Some alumni, recent players who graduated. Pitching coach Greg Stigani, who's a former Hilltopper, and has made his mark on the program in his own right. Maybe just give a little shout out to your coaches. Anything and all the work they do for the program.
Just yesterday, Chad Mathis, a kid that played for us for 5 years, he said it was something along the lines of, you know, it's a good thing you have all of us. And I said, Chad, for years it was just me. I said, it's nice now to have 4 guys on campus, and Greg is right next door in his office, and in that is our GA Chad Mathis, our volunteer assistant Colton Koss, another 5-year guy for us, and then we brought on Breckenkoff this year, who's he's like our fire plug, he's our dugout guy, and then the other volunteers, Rob Bauer and Ed Geisel, actually have real full-time jobs, school teacher and firefighter, but it's nice having 7 guys that you can rely on, and having 4 guys with me here on campus on a daily basis, whether it's secretarial stuff, it's uniforms, whatever it is, I have somebody else that helps kick in with that. So it's pretty nice having those guys on board.
Good, like to hear it. The grand scheme of things, Coach, really what I wanted to ask you, it didn't grill you a whole lot yet. I'm sure we'll get to that as the season goes on. Any questions you have for me? Anything you and I need to discuss here on the broadcast?
We need to get a hold of Cody Shook
and get him back.
No. We'll get you with Cody Shook and get you some lessons.
I'm up for that. I watched a couple last night, so hopefully I'll get better. And don't know if I'll ever reach Cody Shook's level, but I'll do my best to try to keep this show rolling on throughout the season and seasons to come.
You'll be fine. We'll start shooting them in hotel rooms and in press boxes, on fields.
Yeah, I'd like the press box idea, or out in the outfield after you guys get the grass cut and it looks game day ready. I'd be all for that.
Yeah, and shooting it in here is not bad.
No.
You know, now that we have an entire locker room, you know, we're in the players' portion of the locker room, but, you know, we've added showers, we've added a video room, a training room, and a coaches and umpire room. So having the whole first floor of the annex is nice for us.
Yeah, and the proximity to your field is really a game changer too. You guys can be right here at your office in the locker room, run back down here between games if you absolutely need to. But there's not a lot of time to do that, because when game 1 ends, you guys are getting the field ready for game 2. So there's not much time in between games to run down here for anything.
That's what all those coaches are for.
yeah, I like it. But I believe that'll wrap us up for episode 1. The Hilltopper baseball program will open up the season this Friday in Jackson, Tennessee. 2 doubleheaders against Union University. Those will be live streamed, and there'll be live stats from the Union University Sports Information Office. We will attach those links to the baseball schedule page at hilltoppersports.com. Be sure to follow along, watch the games this weekend, and we look forward to seeing you guys come hopefully out with a lot of wins this weekend.
Hopefully. You know, first 4 games of the year, we've got some issues to work out on our end, and we're in search of quite a few things. So we're going to use it as that. We're going to use it like it's the first series of the year and see what we can get done. But I appreciate it.
Yep, sounds good. Coach Burkle, thank you for your time today.
No problem.